Hey y'all, hope you're doing amazing. Brandon Rinas here. So if it gets to be a little bit disastrous when it comes to noise in the background, you can blame the storm that's going on outside our house. We got trees and branches blasting by our house every so often, and they bounce off a window here and there. Makes a little bit of noise. Today's topic is Hillary Clinton and how she laughed at a lady that was molested by a man. And this is a really popular talking point for the right. It's also, the meme would also go that Hillary Clinton laughed at how she helped reduce the sentencing for a child molester. Now, a lot of the stuff I talk about is kind of from the perspective of a perfect Christian pastor that comes across and makes everybody feel bad. And, you know, a guy that you can't relate to, I feel like sometimes my videos come across that way. And I apologize, but this is actually a meme that I have circulated myself. I have been guilty of circulating myself. And I was on a page, on a left side page, arguing with somebody that supported Hillary Clinton. And this is, I'd say, about a year to year and a half ago. And I was pointing out how 10 different reasons why we shouldn't support Hillary Clinton. I just went down this list, just going down this list. And one of the things I pointed out was that she had laughed at how a child molester had gotten lighter charges, and how she had laughed at the lady that had been raped, and it was just, blah, 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 blah. The lady I was debating, she came after me and in no uncertain terms, very crudely pointed out that I had no idea what I was talking about, and I had not educated myself on the topic at all. So, because I was so convinced it was true, there's no way that something that absurd would be made up, I went to YouTube, I started doing my research, and I found out that she was right, and I was wrong. Hillary Clinton did do an interview on the topic of the rape charge. And she pointed out how she didn't believe that the man was guilty that she was defending. But we cannot attack her for defending someone on rape charges. In our country, at least, it was founded on the principles of you being innocent until proven guilty. And I assume that if you had rape charges being pressed against you, you would want to have defense. So we can't blame anybody for defending a rapist. And we shouldn't be attacking a rapist until they're proven guilty. So she was doing her job, and as far as we know, she was doing her job to the best of her ability of trying to get the man off of charges of rape, which she should have done. That is her job. So we can't blame her or attack her for that. What we could blame her and attack her for is laughing that he got off, or laughing that the victim was raped. But if you listen to the interview, and I did want to post it on this video, but I wasn't able to because the sound, let's just put it that way, the sound isn't clear enough to listen to it clearly without having the transcript. And so go to YouTube, look it up, please. There's lots of different links out there, and you can listen to it with the transcripts, pointing out everything she's saying when it's muffled a little bit and you're kind of wondering what she's saying. And you can even hear her laughing. But the thing is she's not laughing at what the meme suggests. She's talking about how she thought the man was guilty herself, but that she had him take a polygraph test, and he passed the polygraph test with flying colors, and she laughed, going, "Holy crap, I am never going to take a polygraph test serious again." So this is the right taking things completely out of context and using it for a political ploy or a political game. Now, this is far deeper than this. This is obviously, now that it's debunked, it's far deeper than this. Now, let's say, for example, I was saying that I gave 10 different examples to that lady, and one of the examples was this: Hillary Clinton laughed at the lady and laughed at the man for getting off on charges. But let's go and try to make this from a perspective of a Republican and a Democrat. We're going to try to play this even. And I want you to think about how credible you are. We can't unite, and the reason that these memes and these talking points are so important is because they actually divide us. They hurt us from uniting on real issues, and I'm going to prove this to you. So if you're a Republican, I'm going to go with you first, and then I'm going to go to Democrats, so that way we're equal on this topic. If you're a Republican, let's say you're a Trump supporter, and I come up to you, and I go, "Dude, you shouldn't support Trump. Donald Trump talks like a child. He doesn't answer questions directly at all. He has made fun of our soldiers with PTSD and said that they can't handle it. He is a warmonger to a degree. He actually threatens to blow Iranian ships out of the water when they flip us off, when they haven't done a thing to us except patrol around their own country. These are guys that want to defend their own country when we're policing theirs. He doesn't answer questions directly half the time. He rambles on and on and on about how he's going to build a wall higher and taller. And I mean, he doesn't have depth. to who he is as a presidential nominee. Now, if I said that to you and you're a Republican, everything I said is true, and we could probably relate on most topics. But the one thing I said that's inaccurate is that PTSD statement. That is inaccurate. It's been proven inaccurate. I pointed out in a video that it's inaccurate. And so if you know Donald Trump, you no longer are going to listen to me as a credible source. Everything we were relating on, boom, as soon as I said that PTSD statement, boom, you no longer agree with me. You no longer want to listen to me. I no longer am a viable option for you to listen to. And we lost our credibility. You're not going to subscribe to my channel. We're not going to be able to have a friendly conversation in politics because you are promoting propaganda. So you've lost your credibility. How about Hillary Clinton? Let's go down the same thing. Hillary Clinton is a warmonger. She hasn't seen a drone strike she doesn't like. She supported the Iraq war, the Afghanistan war. She's helped arm ISIS. This is a lady that doesn't understand economics. She didn't do a thing to stop George W. Bush when he destroyed our economy. She hasn't done a thing to stop Obama, as he's done the same exact things as George W. Bush in so many different aspects of our economy. When she was a senator of New York, she destroyed the economy. Or I shouldn't say she destroyed it, but she hurt the economy. This is a lady that laughed about a child getting molested or raped. This is a lady who has very little credibility and lied to us, pretending she landed under sniper fire. She blamed Benghazi on a YouTube video. Guess what? All of that is true, except the one statement about the rape charge. And as long as you have that statement about the rape charge, I no longer am gaining credibility with that person I'm trying to convert to my side. I lost it. It's the same thing with our Facebook page, our YouTube page, our Twitter accounts. If we're trying to bring people to our side, we're not trying to bring smart people or educated people to our side, as long as we are willing to promote stuff that we don't know is actually factual and accurate. Let's promote truth and accuracy so we can talk about real issues instead of arguing over who's more accurate or who twists things more, or who takes things out of perspective more. As long as we have these type of memes and talking points floating around on our pages, we've lost our credibility of suggesting, I don't know why a Democrat won't come to my side, or I don't know why a Republican won't come to my side. I'll tell you why. It's because you have lost your own credibility. Let's be accurate with what we post. Let's do research. With this day and age, it takes so little of time to do research. You can literally go on YouTube, type in Hillary Clinton laughs at rape victim, or anything laughs rape, boom. First video that pops up is that video. It's 6 minutes long. And you will know whether you're accurate or not. I'm not saying that it doesn't take a little bit of time, but you gain that credibility, and you're actually going to make progress if that is your true goal, is to unite people and to bring people together. And that should be the goal if you truly care about promoting your Donald Trump agenda, or your Hillary Clinton agenda, or your Bernie Sanders agenda, or your Gary Johnson agenda. It's credibility that brings people together. That's it. That's all I've got. If you guys want more videos like this, please hit subscribe. Sometimes I trip over my tongue. Yeah, I'm not quite perfect. Not quite yet. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. I'm constantly doing these videos on different topics. Sometimes it's talking points. Sometimes it's actual debates. Whatever it is, economics, history, politics. These are my passions. These are my topics. I try to break them down into simple videos where it's not super complicated to understand. My vocabulary is better than a 6-year-old. It's not quite as great as some genius. That's where I'm at, guys. That's all I got for tonight. Peace out. Enjoy. I'm going to go watch some UFC fights. Adios.